All right, I hope you guys are enjoying this video series that we've been doing for y'all, helping you understand the process really of buying a home. And so we've been through some of the basic stuffs already of who we are. Hopefully we've talked. Also budgeting. So hopefully you've been through that part of it and you know what your budget is now. Getting pre-qualified. And what we really wanted to come and talk about today is understanding the process now that you are qualified. What it feels like going through the next 30 days or so once you found a house. So we're gonna talk about that a lot today. And really the big thing is understanding that yes, you have the budget now, but also what does that mean you can go buy? I play around and say, size does matter. How are we gonna find the house that fits both your budget and what you need for your family? So some of those things are making sure that you're in the right areas, right neighborhoods, all those kind of steps. But once you find the house, that's great. But the most important part about finding a house is being able to buy the house, right? So what you're gonna do after you find the house is you're gonna be able to go in and you're gonna be able to make sure to finalize some things with us as far as what the payment on that particular house with taxes and insurance is, right? Also what your final figures are gonna be. It's a good estimate of what you're gonna need at the closing table. So once you find a house, that's all real important. Getting the house all the way under contract, both parties signed, and then getting to a title company. And then you're gonna start working with the title company. So once they're under contract, Alicia, what's some things that they can expect from you?
So it's funny because the 30 days that we're usually under contract, it feels a lot like we're dating.
Yeah.
Because we're talking, we're talking really every day. There's questions, there's things that come up, and we're available, right? Like we want to make sure that you guys know if something does come up, you can call or text. And so I think up front, 100% that the differences that we see per home is really the property taxes. So you could have a home on the same street or two homes on the same street and one is within $200 difference, So I would say that's probably the biggest thing, like as soon as we have a home.
Yeah, making sure we get those numbers straightened out. Working with the title company, it's like making sure they know where the lender, you got everything signed. Now, you're going to be in an option period, so that can be different, but that's where you're really deciding, yes, I like this house, but through inspections and through everything else, is this the house I really want to buy, right? And then there's going to be negotiations maybe on repairs, some things along those lines. And then the next big step, once we're out of option, is going to be to order the appraisal. And that's where we really get to see what the value is. And then it's going to be almost like a waiting period where, again, we're talking a lot. It seems like there's a lot going on, but we're getting to the actual closing date. At the closing date is where you're going to have, right before that, you're going to get some final numbers as far as like what you're going to actually bring the day of closing. Then we're going to get the actual day of closing. You bring your check, right? Your money that you're putting down, closing costs, those kind of things. And then it's so cool. It's such a fun day to be at the title company signing, and there's a lot of papers, signing all the papers. And then at that point, the loan funds, and then you get your keys, and now you get to move in. And I always talk about how it's the coolest thing in the world when you've gone through this hectic time. It sounds easy, close a loan, close a house, buy a house, sounds easy, but there's a lot to it. But then you wake up that morning when you've moved in your bed and your furnitures and everybody's in their rooms, and you look up at the ceiling, and that's your ceiling you're looking at, right? This is your house. And it's just so cool to go through that experience. So anyway, thank you guys for checking out this video with us. Hopefully you watch the next one. Talk to y'all later. Bye.